What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. I almost don't even want to do this video because, this is what happens when you root for Team USA. We knew this was going to happen. If they won as a team, instead of them praising Team USA as a whole, or instead of them praising, not just this guy, but Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, the elders, because you make an argument Kevin Durant is the greatest Olympian ever by his accomplishments and the numbers. But no, Clutch Sports is fixated on one guy. It's bad enough that they do this in the NBA, that we have to, in a league where we see a championship team over the matter of fact, think about this. Ever since the bubble, every championship team, the Bucks, the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Celtics, have they really ever gotten their due? Remember when LeBron won that Mickey Mouse title in 2020, they talked about it for months. The Bucks, though, the Warriors, the Nuggets, the Celtics, one-day news. And then right back to slobbing on this guy's knob. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, man. And the fact that he relishes this stuff shows his lack of character as a human being. I'm sorry. The man has no character, man. I'm sorry. It's impossible for this man to be that naive. He's not that naive. He's the most calculating, narcissistic, self-centered megalomaniac. Not just a narcissist. This guy's a megalomaniac who has probably no real conscience, a scumbag in my opinion. Doesn't care. As long as he gets all the honor and glory, that's all this dude cares about. Then they gave him the MVP. Lord have mercy, man. Whatever. That's just what they're going to do, That's what they're going to do. People getting paid to push this agenda. And, if you call it out, people call you a hater. Well, then I'm a proud hater then. I'm a proud hater. I don't give a damn if you think I'm a hater. And this is what really doesn't make any sense to me. I saw some people make this argument. It's true. They're already talking about how this is the greatest Olympic team of all time. That's the argument they're making, right? This is the greatest Olympic team of all time. Like, it's funny. They keep comparing it to the 92 team. Like, that's the only other Olympic team the United States has fielded in the last 30 years. But they're saying this is the greatest Olympic team of all time, right? So this team is so much better than Team USA. I even seen some nitwit say that Serbia would have smashed the 92 Dream Team. I mean, you got people talking like that, man. They shouldn't be able to talk basketball, honestly. But this is the thing. On the one hand, they'll say that this is the greatest team ever, Olympic team. But on the other hand, they'll say, well, him winning this Olympic gold medal in these adverse situations and in this scenario makes him the greatest ever. Now, how could both be true? If you got a team that's just so much better than 92 Dream Team, shouldn't you guys have just been steamrolling everybody? So if the team is so great, on the whole team is so great on one hand, then why is it that you're giving him all this credit like he did something individually? They're shameless. But as long as they get those checks, they don't care, man. They don't give a damn. That's why more and more people are going to social media to get the truth because they're sick of this dude, man. I'm past the point with the MVP thing, man. That's just what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But they're already making a comparison. Oh, now he's up on Mike. He has 3 Olympic medals. Mike only has 2. Okay, but do you mention that in '88 pros couldn't play, and then in '96 Mike could have went, but he chose to do something that this narcissistic asshole will never do, which is cede the floor to a younger group of people. He could have played '96 in Atlanta. I wanted him to. But Jordan chose to let the younger guard go in. Grant Hill, Penny Hardaway, you know, Gary Payton. He wanted those guys, Shaq, to get, because remember, Shaq wasn't on the '92 team. He wanted those guys to get their shine. He'd already had the Olympic experience in '84 and '92. But see, he was never motivated by padding his numbers, padding his stats. You know what I'm saying? Hell, if pros are able to play in the Olympics every year, well, then Kareem could have went multiple times and got multiple gold medals. If pros and collegians was able to play back then, he could have went in 68, 72, 76. I think 80 was boycotted, but 84 could have went multiple times. So you got to, look at things like that. There was no MVP award in '92 in the Olympics. That's just something they made up, some participation trophy, because these people, this generation is so obsessed with winning individual awards. I mean, this is the truth right here. At least this is my opinion. If you watch the Olympics, he played the most minutes out of everybody, so he could pad his numbers, pad his rebounds, pad his assists, right? And to be honest with you, when you look at the fact that for the most part, teams don't really have dominant bigs, and you can't stand the paint, patrolling the paint no more. So LeBron could just locomotive himself to the basket, get uncontested layups, or power over people to get baskets. Because they don't ever call offensive foul on this guy. Then, if you look at the makeup of the team, now part of the reason why they don't have Jaylen Brown on the team, they didn't have Jaylen Brown and all these other guys, is because of ostensibly, the Nike thing. I think there was a little bit had something to do with the Israeli-Palestinian thing with Jaylen Brown and, some other things. They just don't like Jaylen Brown, right? But another reason why a guy like him wasn't on this team is because, just like in the NBA, LeBron needs certain guys on the floor to be successful. He needs guys who can shoot the basketball. So they made this about LeBron James again. Because remember, everybody talking about how Joel Embiid don't play well at times, but if you're a guy that needs the ball in your hands to score, and if you don't really have if you don't have much of a jump shot, then you can't really play with him. So that's partially a little bit why Kawhi Leonard was dropped. Not one of the main reasons, but it's part of it. I definitely think that played a factor why Jaylen Brown was on the team, among other things. And then remember, there were stretches when Joel Embiid was doing his thing, when he had the ball, when he needed the ball, or when Kevin Durant was doing what he was doing. Remember, a lot of times LeBron wasn't even in the game because that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can be successful playing with LeBron James is when he defers. Then when he's just, standing around chewing his fingernails, and those guys can work, operate, do what they got to do, then they can be successful. But when LeBron just has the ball in his hands, you got to stand around the perimeter and just shoot jumpers and shit. Whatever, man. But when you call this stuff out, you're a hater. Like I said before, if I'm a hater, then I'll be one. And this is the Olympics supposed to be an experience for all players. And they're supposed to be talking about the team. Back in the day, the argument was about the team. Only in this me, myself, and I era, this narcissistic era, are they making it about one guy. For them to do this, and I'm seeing them do this on TV, for them to make it about one guy is just shameful, it's disgusting. That's why more and more people are checking out the NBA. They're checking out. They might watch a game here or there, but they don't really root for these players no more, man. People don't want to feel like they're being conned. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on, man. They're trying to con people. And like in the past, when he got bailed out by Ray Allen, when he got bailed out by Kyrie Irving, and this time he got bailed out by Steph Curry and a little bit of Joel Embiid and Kevin Durant, they just completely ignore all of those dudes and making it about him. And I'm not talking about all of social media. I'm talking about the usual suspects out there. You know what I'm talking about. They're making it all about him. It's just disgusting, man. Hope those checks keep coming for y'all scoundrel ass motherfuckers.